Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Cars Diecast review. And today I'm reviewing another Piston Cup racer from Cars 3, and this is another one of the veterans. And this one is Darren Leadfoot, number 82, sponsored by Shiny Wax. Now, if you know about this racer, this character actually was also in the first Cars movie, and this is his Car 1 design. And Darren Leadfoot is actually one of the only Cars 1 characters to still race in Cars 3, and because of that, he had a longer career. And the other racers that were in Cars 1 that also returned in Cars 3 with this model, with just the Cal Weathers model. The other veteran racers that have this model and have returned in Cars 3 with a longer career, they are Dirksen D'Agostino, Todd Marcus, Ralph Carlo, Floyd Mulvihill, Murray Clutchburn, Paunchy Wipeout, and Ernie Gearson. Those are all the racers that have returned in Cars 3. And yeah. And of course, Darren Leadfoot, the Cars 3 version, appeared in the beginning of the third film. And he raced in the beginning of the film, and he is still racing at the Los Angeles race. And of course, when the Jackson Storm takeover and Next Generation takeover and all that happened, all the veterans have been fired and Cal Weathers retired. But some of the veterans were still racing until after the Los Angeles race, and they were replaced by Next Gens. And Darren Leadfoot was one of the racers that was still racing at Los Angeles when Lightning McQueen unfortunately had this crash. And yeah, sometime during the events of Lightning McQueen's training, and Darren Leadfoot had been fired and was replaced by the next gen Shiny Wax racer, who only appeared in the Florida 500. And that car is Conrad Camber. And yeah, that was pretty much it for Darren Leadfoot's appearance. So now let's get on to the diecast releases. He's first released in 2017 as a single, and he was released in the same case as Ernie Gearson. And they were both in the same exact case, and both of them made their debut in that case, along with many other cars like Broadside, Jimbo, Pushover, and a couple of other Thunder Hollow cars. And Darren Leadfoot was released in a couple of online packs as well. And he was also released in 2020 in Blue Desert in the Piston Cup Racer Series made in Thailand. And as you can see, the one I have is made in China. Here's the base, and it is made in China. And also, Darren Leadfoot actually does have a diecast release with the collector card in 2017. And I actually do have that collector card. It was released in 2017. And he was released with the collector card and without. So yeah, that's all for Darren Leadfoot's release as well for the Cars 3 version. So let's get on to the review. As you can see, he has the same model as Cal Weathers, and all the Cars 1 racers that returned in Cars 3 have Cal Weathers as models, and they all appear in Cars 1 except for Cal Weathers himself. Alright, as you can see, Darren Leadfoot has this green color, and compared to his green for the Cars 1 version, The green is a little bit darker on the Cars 3 version. The first movie one is a little bit more of a limey green color. And the Shiny Wax logo is super different. Like, there's no like ring around it, and because there's like a ring around it for Cars 1's Darren, but Cars 3 doesn't have it, and it is huge looking. And he has a really cool looking this really cool looking expression. He's really determined looking. And the other racers in this model have determined expressions. Well, not all of them, because Ernie Gearson has more of a sad or worried expression. Marie Clutchburn, Floyd Mulvihill, and Dirk D'Agostino have more of a happy expression. But the other three and Darren Leadfoot have determined expressions. Paunchy Wipeout has a determined expression. Todd Marcus as well. And Ralph Carlo as well. And yeah, they all have determined expressions. And also, Cars 1 Darren does have a determined expression too. And just like his Cars 1 counterpart, he does have the grille and the headlights. And the Cars 3 version also has the 82 under the headlight. He has a smile, he has brown eyes, and he has this pretty cool looking like stars right here from how shiny he is. And yeah, there's like yellow and like orange there. And his roof is like a limey greenish orange. And there's a light year on the fenders. He has some sort of black stripe right here. Red arrow from where the pity set to lift him so that they can change his tires. He has the exhaust pipe. And the other exhaust pipe is on the other side. He also has the sponsors that read Piston Cup Vitally Revolting RPM, Nitroid Octane Gain, and Clutch Aid. He's number 82. He does still have this ring design, just like his Cars 1 version. Like, the Cars 1 version has the ring design. And the Cars 3 version does still have the rings right here. And he has the Shiny Wax logo right here. And that one does have rings around. It's very similar to the Cars 1 logo right there. And there's a gas cap on this side from... On this side, they had to fill him up with fuel. He has light year tires with black rims, same as the Cars 1 Darren, because they both have black rims. And there's an 82 on the roof with the roof laps, window bars, and this back part is green with the stars, and the Shiny Wax logo right here. And here's the Cars 1 version from what it looks like right here. And on the back, there's the taillights. There's this really cool ring design, Shiny Wax, 82. And he has these really cool, in really cool looking dark green on there. And he also has the camera right there. If you look right there at where the Y is, you can see that the camera is there. And there's the bottom of the car. Right here, it obviously reads Disney Pixar made in China, Mattel, all that stuff. So, now let's get on to the comparison to the next gen racer Conrad Camber. As you can see, they are pretty much very different, and Conrad Camber has this really cool looking gold on him, and the green is different, and Conrad Camber also has like a grayish black, and yeah. And here's Cars 1 Darren compared to his Cars 3 counterpart. And yeah, that's all for today's review. And here are all the other veteran racers that are still racing in Cars 3. And these are all the Cars 1 characters that are still racing in Cars 3. And they are Murray Clutchburn, Ernie Gearson, Dirce D'Agostino, Todd Marcus, Ralph Carlo, Ponchi Wipeout, Floyd Mulvihill, and Lightning McQueen. There's only 9 racers that are still racing in Cars 3 before the next generation takeover. And yeah. Oh yeah, and also this McQueen that I have right here is the Cars 3 McQueen made in Thailand, and I actually updated his wheels. I customized it to make it more accurate, but added the yellow trim around the rims. I also did that on my Car 1 McQueen, and I used the Vietnam one. Here I added the wheels, yellow trim to make it more accurate, and I actually made his mount more like the Thailand version. So, yeah, that's all for today's review. And if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you on the review on the Apple Veteran Racer. So that's all for this video, guys. So, anyways, guys, bye now.